Lone Ranger. A fiery horse with the speed of light, a cloud of dust, and a hearty Hi-Yo Silver. The Lone Ranger.
This nice country. Plenty peaceful.
There'll be no peace here if McCarty comes back.
This place where him used to be bandit?
Oh, about a mile down that way is an abandoned mine. It used to be McCarty's headquarters before he was sent to prison.
And that place called Black Rock Mine?
Why, yes. Now that the crook has escaped, he might head there again.
Me see a man there this morning.
What did he look like?
That's not bandit. This old prospector named Fred Neely.
Did he pack a gun?
No, him peaceable fella.
That's no place for a peaceable man if McCarty does come back to this territory. It's my hunch he's headed this way.
That's not good for Fred Neely.
Nor for anyone else. Tana will have to catch McCarty before he builds a new gang and causes more bloodshed.
And kill 20 men.
Papers are right what they say about McCarty.
Then say him hold back the development of this entire region.
Yes, and it's men like McCarty that frightened off eastern capital, ranchers and farmers, the plain people who want to build the West. We can't let him do that again.
We catch him, Kimasabi.
I'm going down to the pass and watch for him. You ride back to the mine. Tell that new friend of yours he'd better get out of there.
Let me go tell him.
Get down off that horse. I got a charge in there. What do you want to do? Get killed? Get down off that horse. Come on, get back to this rock over here. Come on, hurry up, fella.
It's a good thing you're spry. Look out, here she comes. 8, 9.
That's why you lose head.
Oh, must be that darn fuse. Homemade fuses. Must have went out.
You wait. They're not safe to do.
Now look, Injun, I've been making fuses for years. And any time that they don't go off by now, they ain't going off at all.
Stay down. Why you make blasting that place? Long time no gold there.
Listen. If I'd have saved every nugget that I took out of places that said were played out, me and my granddaughter'd be fair rich. Hey, well, I waited long enough.
Now, better you stay away from there. That place once belonged to bandit.
Well, it belongs to me now because I filed a claim on it. Legal and proper.
Maybe him come back. What you do then?
I'll sling him off my place, that's what I'll do. Or I'll stick my granddaughter on him. Or she can shoot the ears off a caterpillar. I'll leave her alone, I'm going to walk. Look and see.
I feel all busted up.
You'll be all right, only not move. You find gold.
I did.
But look what kind.
Oh, that's crazy. Gold don't come already minted.
More. You look, more.
Gee, Jehoshaphat. Nature's getting more wonderful every day.
No. Bandit who stay here. Him hide this gold, maybe. Now him come back this way. Oh, better me take you to doctor than talk about gold.
Just my luck to get a sheep herder's clothes. I never could stand sheep, and now I smell like one of them.
You got rid of your prison outfit. That's better than us. How do you know that gold is still where you left it? You've been away 5 years. It's there.
Yeah, how do you know?
It's right there buried in the rock. And it'll still be there when we get clothes and guns to take care of it and dig it out.
I'm going to take my share and go to South America. Me, I always did want to be a muy big ranchero.
I thought you were aching to join my gang.
Oh, I mean later. South America comes later after we pull a real big job.
That's a smart idea, Slim. You do that. Somebody's coming.
It's about time.
I can't see much of him.
What's to see? It's a man, and that means clothes for whoever they fit.
It's a horse and wagon. That means the end of walking. And I wasn't built to walk. Slim, you go down there and hide beside the road. And grab that horse as soon as I shoot.
Bullseye.
Too bad he didn't have more cash on him. I reckon doctors never get rich.
Nobody's going to believe I'm a doctor, rich or poor, with all this grime on my face. Ought to be some soap around here. I'll take that along, too.
You can get one in town when you're buying us horses and clothes for me.
You think I'm going into town without a six-shooter? Give it here.
You go in just as you are and get us what we need. We'll keep the Colt and rifle. Sort of protection in case you get lost.
Maybe the doc is known in the town. Somebody might recognize the clothes, the horse, the rig. Somebody might recognize me.
It was 5 years since you was here, and most of the time before that you wore a mask.
Lots of things can happen to me, boys, the way you're doing this. What do you do if I don't come back?
Yeah, he could go straight to his hideout and grab all that gold for himself.
He won't.
Why not?
Not as long as you know I'm alive.
That's the way I like it, boys. Everybody knows how everybody feels. So everybody sticks together.
Yeah.
Howdy, miss. Mind taking a message to the sheriff? I haven't time to stop.
Sheriff's out with a posse.
Too bad. I wanted to let him know. Just saw a man down the road a ways. Looked like a convict. Prison garb and all.
Well, that must be one of the men the sheriff's been looking for. There's been a big prison break.
Better tell somebody about it.
Sure will. It'll just about clean out the town to make up another posse. Sheriff deputized a lot.
That's too bad. Maybe I should buy myself a six-shooter.
Maybe you better. You just passing through?
You might call it that.
Drummer?
Doctor. Dr. Jones.
Oh, well, thank heavens.
Why?
Well, you're just as welcome as the gentle rain. Granddad's mind caved in on him and broke pretty near every bone in his body. We've just been going plumb local trying to find a doctor.
No doctor in a town of this size?
Oh, Doc Finley passed away about a week ago.
Oh. Well, I just happened along, kind of in a hurry.
You come and have a look at my Gramps. There's a doctor on his way in from Three Pines, but Gramps needs attention right away. Say, that doctor might run afoul of that convict you saw.
Said I was in a hurry. Business that can't wait.
Well, Gramps can't wait.
Sure he can.
That cave-in broke every rib.
Not half as bad as a bullet. You make him rest easy until that fellow from Three Pines comes along.
We're not waiting. We have you.
Say, miss, you better put that thing down. You wear it for shooting snakes and things, not to draw down on a man.
I'm going to put a hole in your leg if you don't see it my way, so just pick up those lines there and move over. Grant set off the charge in the old McCarty hideout, and that's what did it.
Where?
It's an old abandoned mine.
You can put that gun away, miss. You won't need it.
Double eagle. Double eagle in the rock.
Better you not talk.
Now, don't you worry. Don't you worry about a single solitary thing. The Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away. And so far as anybody can see, he's got no mind to take Fred Neely. So you're the doctor. Took you a long time. Where are you from?
How's Grant?
In pain. In terrible pain. Ella, you tell that Injun to hightail out of that house. I don't like his looks. I don't like the looks of any Injun. Don't you sometimes get a feeling as though they're all downright furriners? They look furrin.
Well, I'm very grateful to this one.
Doctor, he's the saddest mess as the 40 days of night and rain. Plumb shattered, inside and out.
Please excuse me, Mrs. Harsh.
Just let me finish, dear, and I'll be on my way. And don't you tell him it was his own fault. Maybe it was. Everybody warned him to keep away from that outlaw place, but he wouldn't. Still in all, if the walls hadn't come down, who knows if the gold would have stood revealed, just like a fiery sword, as a good book might say.
Mrs. Price, will you please let the doctor pass? Please come along, Doctor.
Excuse me. What's all that gab about gold?
Gramps uncovered it cash. Thousands of dollars. They say it must have belonged to the old McCarty gang.
You gotta talk. Gotta tell Ella how to take care of all the double eagle.
Gramps, you're more important than the gold. Lie still.
Where is it?
What?
The gold.
The gold here now. Me go back with sacks and get it and bring it here. Gold belonged to him.
Where is it?
Doc, never mind the gold. You have a patient here.
Yes, I guess that's right.
Him doctor, but him not like doctor. Me see many doctors, but him not like others.
In what way?
No, me only feel.
You waited there until he left?
Him not want to go. Him want to stay, maybe look for gold.
Tonto, you must be wrong.
Tonto not like him eyes. Him have eyes not like doctor, like wolf.
What about the doctor from Three Pines? The one they were waiting for?
Him not come. Him too busy, maybe.
Only a foolish man would argue against your intuition, Tonto. We'll ride over to Neely's and investigate.
Kimasabe.
Yes, Tonto.
This doctor him tell girl him see convict.
Where?
On road when him come near town. Him say tell sheriff, but sheriff not there.
Convict? He didn't do anything about it? He just drove on?
Him not have gun. You think him see McCarty?
McCarty and his pals took the guard's rifle when they escaped. If the doctor saw them from the road, they certainly saw him. In which case he wouldn't be alive to tell the story.
Then you think him see somebody else?
Maybe.
This is what I did. I roped and hog-tied him in 6 miles of bandages. And boys, if that old Jasper lives after my doctrine, it'll be because he just plain poisoned me.
What's a girl like?
A girl carries a 6-gun and tries to act like she's handy with it.
You mad at her?
Next time I see her, I'm going to take that gun away from her and shove it through her pretty white teeth.
You'd beat up a woman?
Yeah.
A girl?
Oh, shut up, will you?
No, I don't sit in no game like this. Where I was raised, we don't beat up women.
They just raised you to be a bandit and a convict, huh?
When you Jaspers quit flapping your jaws, I'd like to get after that gold.
That was a crazy thing to happen. If we'd have got here 1 day sooner, we'd have had that gold in our saddlebags. Got no right to it. It belongs to me.
To us. Where are they keeping it? You find out?
Find out. They had me between that gunslinging female and the Indian, both watching me like I had my prison uniform on. We're going to find out right now. Come on.
$23,000. Gramps, can you hear me? Please come in, Indian. Well, you're prowling around pretty late, aren't you, Indian?
Not late when people are in trouble.
Oh, Gramps is just getting along fine.
Me bring friend who maybe fix him up good.
Oh, we already have a doctor. I don't think a medicine man would help any.
I'm no medicine man, Miss Neely.
No, it's clear who you are, you no-count crook. And I'm afraid Mrs. Tush might have been right about you, too.
Him not crook, him fight crook.
From behind a mask like a road agent?
Miss Neely, it isn't right that law and order should have to fight from behind cover. But neither is it right that there's anything but law and order in the West. May I have a better look at him?
No.
I'm going to anyway, Miss Neely, but I'd like your permission.
Him bad medicine for outlaw, but plenty good medicine for a sick man.
Tonto tells me you had a doctor who's a little unusual. I'm only curious to see what he's done.
Well, I can't see any harm in looking.
Thank you. There's probably nothing wrong, but I'd like...
What is it?
No doctor ever wound bandages like that.
Oh, he said he was a doctor. He carried a doctor's bag.
He must have stolen it. He couldn't bind a thumb. Let's take the bandages off this man and doctor him. He's been cheated out of his last chance. Make another wet pack. A big one for his chest.
If I ever get my sights trained on that ornery polecat who calls himself a doctor.
Tonto, the doctor is a fake. There's a good chance he may be McCarty or one of his men.
Then why him say him see convict?
He may have said that to double-cross his pals, or to draw more men out of town. One thing is certain. He'll come back here, and he'll come back here armed.
We wait for him?
No, Tonto. McCarty may have Evans and Walker with him. I don't want any shooting in this house, or anywhere in town for that matter.
What we do?
If he is McCarty, he'll come back here for that gold. Wherever it goes, he'll follow.
Me savvy.
We can't tell the girl about it. She's too sudden and has a temper.
You take gold away?
Yes, Tonto. Back to the mine. If this is McCarty we're dealing with, he'll come after it. But if we're mistaken, the real McCarty will show up very soon anyway and dig out his cash. I want to be there to meet him.
Tonto be there, too?
No, there may be trouble here.
I've been trying to think of a pretty speech to tell you how beholden I am, but all I can say is thank you and much obliged.
Don't worry, Miss Neely. We'll get our payment. You must remember that old bones don't heal very quickly. He's lost more blood than he can afford.
But he has a chance.
Yes, I'd say a mighty good one. Well, with that out of the way, I'll just help myself to these. What's the matter, Miss Neely?
Well, I should have known. You're just another varmint, both of you. I should have known no honest man has to skulk behind a mask. All right, take it. If you're paid for whatever good you did my granddad, I don't owe you anything now. Take it and get. Both of you, go on, get. I can't stand you under my eyes.
You do as I told you. And meet me at Black Rock Mine.
Ella.
Yes, I'm here.
Ella, they took the gold. They took it, Ella.
I know, Gramps, I know. Now you just be still.
I know, but they took it.
So what if they did? We're still better off than they are. Anything's better than being a thief.
Yeah.
Now you just go to sleep. That's right. Go to sleep.
Coming up like this in broad day. Spend half a night fixing a wagon wheel. Why couldn't you get us all horses?
You've been talking about that 100 times. What's the difference? We're here.
You reckon that gold is still in there?
If it isn't, it'll be back there by the time we get through with that girl.
You know how I feel about that.
I know how you feel about a lot of things. We don't have to touch the girl. She'll jump fast enough if we touch her grandfather.
You Injun. What are you doing up there? You sneaking redskin hiding up there like that? Come out of that hayloft.
That's the Indian.
You hear me, you painted savage? You hear me talking to you? You come down. Crawling around like a snake in the dark, looking for people to scalp and houses to burn, hey? Well, you'll do precious little of that from now on. Let's see you take my scalp, you savage. You sneaking redskin.
That was lucky shooting, ma'am.
My gun jammed. Let me have that, you pole-can varmint.
This little lady's got quite a temper, but I know how to keep you quiet.
I said no.
Let go.
You both let go. You took $20-some thousand in gold coin out of that mine. It belongs to us. Where is it?
Oh, so that's what you're after. The gold. Well, that's the sweetest news I've heard in a long stretch of time.
Don't talk so much. Just get it.
It isn't here.
Where did you put it?
I didn't put it anywhere. Somebody took it away. But, gents, I'll be mighty glad to tell you where he is.
Ella, no.
Gramps!
No.
Oh, you keep your dirty paws off. You've done enough harm. The Indian and a masked man stole that money last night. The masked man took it up to the Black Rock Mine.
Well, somebody's working your territory.
We'll get another horse and some saddles. And get over there. Come on.
Help me up.
Surround them on 3 sides and rush them.
Why take a chance?
Hey, not through the head. I want it.
There's your sombrero.
Yeah.
You double-crosser. You yellow double-crosser, McCarthy.
He was asking for it. What are you so sore about? It's a two-way split now.
Maybe one way if I turn my back on you, you yellow double-crosser.
Reach out.
That's a dummy. You don't think I'd go to sleep with you murderers prowling around, do you? Now get going. Hurry it up. Turn around. I'm going to rope you neck to neck. The next rope you feel will be that of a hang.
Will you?
Oh, you can't kill an old vinegar ruin like me. You can't even knock me out. I heard you when you was telling Tonto your scheme. I heard you just as clear. But you see, I couldn't talk.
It's enough that you talked to Ella right after she sent those convicts to the mine.
Hey, I reckon you're... Hey, are you sure they're safe in jail?
The sheriff's returned. I've left all the crooks in his custody.
Is your arm feeling better?
It hold gun again when I need it.
Oh, I have the money evenly divided. Half of it belongs to you.
I'm afraid we don't know who owns it. You'll have to turn it over to the courts and let them decide your share, if any.
Ella, you know you're a plumb fool. You can't pay them fellers for what they do.
Well, I can give them what's rightfully theirs.
Yeah, but they don't want it.
Well, how do you know?
Well, because they just left without it.
You know, I sure never did throw so much black powder and lead at anybody I like half as well. Especially the one in the mask. Grant.
Huh.
Who is he?
My granddaughter is just plumb ignorant. But, why, he's the Lone Ranger.
Hail Silver!